Okay, standing in London at Westminster, outside the House of Parliament, this beacon of democracy, this example of democracy, people electing their own representatives to serve them in government. Of course, it took hundreds of years to get to this stage. Magna Carta, House of Lords, eventually giving vote to the working classes and eventually women as well. So it wasn't a sudden process. Now, while this was taking place, Britain was conquering half the world. India, Africa, West Indies, large parts of it. In fact, of course, a lot of the MPs in here, they made their money from the slave trade. Both the African slave trade and then the indentured labour that came from India afterwards. Now, from here as well, they gave independence to those colonies. India, independence in 1947. But although they left India, the British Raj ended, the mentality did not end. It remained. Now, it remains in two places. One is in this parliament itself, and secondly is with the English-speaking elite that run India, Western educated, often in public schools, the same as the elite here go to. I mean, for example, Jawaharlal Nehru went to Harrow, so did Winston Churchill. So there's that common connection there. In fact, the connection is so strong, they're more connected to the Western elite than they are to the masses that they rule over. And I say rule deliberately, because they don't feel part of that culture. One poisonous thing this place did, and continues to spew out from here, is trying to categorise Indian politics using the Western narrative. It doesn't work. Terms like right-wing, authoritarian, these aren't accurate at all. They don't apply to India. And what you have in India is a westernised sliver elite who don't represent the masses, and you have an indigenous culture, the world's largest pagan culture, polytheistic culture, asserting itself, which in other places is only found in pockets. But India, it counts in the millions. And they can't understand it. It is anathema. It goes against their understanding. It's like a complete different civilization. That's why terms like right-wing and left-wing do not apply to Indian politics, and they keep being used. It is an indigenous culture asserting itself against the British Raj mentality, which has remained fossilised and entrenched. Just like the French spoken in Quebec does not resemble the French spoken in France. It's now outdated, it's antiquated. It's something that needs to be jettisoned. And what also needs to be jettisoned is from here, the understanding that India is somehow under right-wing government. It doesn't, in India, every party thinks it's left-wing. That's how poisonous this Western narrative is. And from here, they're not changing it.